Hi there, and welcome to another great edition of the Ask Dr. Jack show. I'm Dr. Jack Belitz, chiropractor in Omaha, Nebraska, and I am here to answer the questions that you ask. A patient came to me this week that was suffering from a condition called tinnitus or tinnitus, or that's just a fancy way of saying ringing of the ears. This is a very difficult problem for medical people to even think about addressing. Basically what happens is people will complain of a ringing or a buzzing or a clicking or a machine gun, fire, loud music. I mean, all kinds of associated sounds are associated with this, sometimes even music, but that's very rare. Close to 2 million men and women have these very difficult cases to solve. And I have worked for years on some patients with this problem and had no success whatsoever using a lot of the methods I was using. But then I came across a study that gave some great hope, and I started using some stuff, and it really has turned things around in that aspect of this practice. This particular study looked at 107 men and women, and they were all suffering from Meniere's disease, which is the ringing of the ears, but it also has to do with balance issues. So these people had two things at the same time going on. And this study, they really did an amazing job. They measured the amount of blood flow going to the cochlear area in the ears. They measured how much hearing loss there was. I mean, all kinds of studies were done on these patients. And then for 3 months, they were given a herb called pycnogenol. Sorry, lost it there for a second. And there were 150 milligrams per day of this herbal extract. And then the other half of the people got conventional treatments. And so they looked at these people over those 3 months, and they found that at the end of the 3 months, the people on the pycnogenol had 45% of them that were taking the pycnogenol had basically gotten over all of the Meniere's disease symptoms. Compare that to 23% of the patients with the traditional treatments. So that's 2 times better results. Then they kept going for another 3 months. So now after 6 months, the pycnogenol group had an 87.28% improvement. That is amazing. Compare that to the people with the more traditional thing, and they were only at 33%. So a third of those people had any significant decrease in the symptoms that they were having. So really amazing stuff. Now this particular substance comes from a maritime pine tree that is grown someplace in France, on the coast of France someplace. But you know, you've probably heard of it before. I know I have before this. It's really good for helping people with sensitive skin. They, especially in sunlight, they don't have as many problems with the sun. So you know, it's a pretty unique little substance, and I'm just really excited to share this with you because I think it can help a lot of people with a problem that shows very little success anywhere. So that's it for this edition of the Ask Dr. Jack show. I am Dr. Jack Belitz, chiropractor in Omaha, not here giving you medical advice, but here to give you information that you can use to make decisions that are best for you in your life. If you have a question that you'd like me to research and do a show on, go ahead and email me at askdrjackb, that's B-E-E, @gmail.com, or call the office, 402-333-4848, or go ahead and walk into the office and ask me in person. Hope you have a very happy and healthy day, and I'll see you in our next episode.